When you're thinking of moving house, you might want to look at somewhere familiar. That's why we have come to Chiswick today to see how things have changed since the last time we were here. Right, Paul, we are starting our journey at the eastern end of Chiswick, which is at Turnham Green tube station right here. And we're going to walk along Turnham Green Terrace and then turn right along Chiswick High Road, and we're going to walk the whole way along and see what things may have changed over the past few years. But just outside Chiswick Park Station, there's this absolutely magnificent giant map of the area. It's so big that we can't even show you where we're going on it because it's just too difficult to handle. But if you stand back, you can get a really good look at the entire area. So at the minute, we are underneath the tube tracks. You've got the District line running here, and also the Piccadilly line stops at Turnham Green early mornings heading into London and late at night, so that's after 10:30 at night going out of London.
They seem to have loads of charity shops, starting with this Oxfam.
It's great to see that there is a newsagents here as well. In fact, I was able to get one of the Scottish Sunday papers that I like to find in England. Very rare, but I was able to get it. The final copy was here today. Look at this, there's a little alleyway up here. And there's like a coffee shop. I've not been up here before. I'm not even sure that this might have been open before, but we've got Chief Coffee and something called the, what was that? The Organ Works. Got another little greengrocers here. Yeah.
I didn't realize that they had so many.
Yeah, and what is this? A delicatessen cheese shop?
Wow. And the sushi place.
Yeah.
And then I think this is like a key cutting, and then there's like a barber's right here.
Yeah. Look at this, Paul. They've even got a plant shop.
Oh God.
House plants galore. There's even a chippy on Turnham Green Terrace. We've got a cafe called Faubert's that has been here since 1978. A natural beauty store, selling lots of herbal remedies, all that sort of stuff.
Oils.
So we're coming to the end of Turnham Green Terrace, and in front of us is Chiswick High Road. Now you can turn either direction. Towards the left-hand side, eventually you will end up in Hammersmith. But we're going to venture down to the right-hand side towards Gunnersbury and Kew Bridge. But there is one thing we just want to show you here on the left-hand side before we go.
The rainbow flag.
Yes, a rainbow flag crossing. Oh look, there's another rainbow crossing here, Paul. So we're going to cross over onto the other side of Chiswick High Road because we want to check out Devonshire Road.
I forgot the name of that.
Now I think I used to go to a newsagents down there way back when I was getting Entertainment Weekly magazine. Sadly now defunct, still available online, but I think they sold it down there.
Look, now we are coming across a gelato place called Adano's, and there seems to be quite a queue.
It's an overused phrase, but it is very true of Chiswick. it's very leafy. Well, I'm sorry to say that the newsagents appears to have vanished. So, alas, it is no longer here. Paul has found an Italian ice cream parlour, haven't you? There's a bit of a line. Well, you bought one already.
I want more.
Oh, you want one? Okay. Well, I got the vanilla just on its own. What did you get? Pistachio and is that coffee?
Chocolate?
Oh, chocolate. Okay.
No, I think this is coffee. Do not like this.
It's cooling. It's not my favourite, I have to say. I wouldn't get it again. It's a bit too sweet.
It's too hot outside.
Well, there's quite a queue now, isn't there, Paul?
Yeah.
So, what did you think of yours? You're just finishing your cone off.
Really good.
For me,
Like it?
I wouldn't get it again, I have to say. It really, I prefer the sort of the what do you call it, the whippy ice cream, that sort of type. So it wasn't really my kind of ice cream, and also it didn't really taste like vanilla to me.
This is the Italian one.
I know,
Maybe
it's not my favourite way, but of course Morelli's is Italian. But then I didn't really like Morelli's the last time we went either, so what's happening to me?
You're so picky, dear.
Right, Paul, we're going to cross back over onto the sunny side of the street where most of the shops are. And restaurants as well. This is just a regular crossing this time.
Yeah. And this is like a bar, correct?
A bar?
Yeah.
Yes, I've not seen that one there before, so that's...
Haven't we?
Well, I don't think so.
Alright.
So I would say that's something that's changed since the last time that we were here. Got a nice flower stall over here. One of Paul's favourite stores, Waterstones, is here as well. Look, there he is. And in he goes. Well, normally there is an M&S here in Chiswick, but it is closed for a refresh at the minute, due to open in autumn 2025, so it may be open by the time this episode goes out. Chiswick is quite well off for supermarkets and will have its M&S back very soon. There's also a Tesco Express, there's a Sainsbury's, and there's also a Waitrose, where of course if you buy anything, even a banana, you can get a free coffee.
Has this place always been here? Oliver Bonus?
Yes, it has.
Really?
I'm sure it's been there. I'm not sure about the Ollie and Steam though.
Is that like a steak place or is it like...
It's a sandwich
All right.
coffee shop. Yeah, Danish bakery and coffee place, it says.
And has the Mountain Warehouse always been here?
Well, there's always been one here. It might not have been in that particular spot, but I always
All right.
remember there being one here.
And then I don't remember the bookcase.
Well, it's quite a nice little shop. Well, we've got Waterstones, of course, and then we've got this private bookshop as well.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Also says vinyl bought and sold.
The White Company, I think this might be new. This is definitely wasn't here before, Gales. I think this is quite new actually.
Another fruit and veg stall, Paul.
Oh wow.
They're everywhere. No shortage of fresh produce here. Well, I think if we were to move back to the Chiswick area, it'd be quite handy for me to get to work at High Street Kensington, especially if there was a tube strike, because I could get a bus from High Street Kensington to Hammersmith, and then there's several buses come to Chiswick. It's free coffee time at Waitrose. Well, this is very bad news. It says that due to maintenance issues, the coffee machines are closed. Sorry for the inconvenience. Oh well. No free coffee today. Well, we started off at Turnham Green Station and now we're actually in Turnham Green itself. And it's a glorious place to be on a sunny day just like this. People are sitting out on the grass enjoying themselves. Now, unfortunately, At Waitrose, just across the road, the coffee machine wasn't working. But I'm feeling thirsty, so I did get a Coke Zero. And now Paul's thinking, I should have got a drink too. So are you going back? Well, while Paul goes back to Waitrose to buy a cold drink, I'm having mine, a Coke Zero. Here he comes. Is that aloe vera? This is your favourite drink from Waitrose, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is...
It's not cheap.
Simply aloe vera with bits immunity.
Do you know what? Do you want to know what's in there?
Yeah.
So we have water, aloe vera, sugar, natural flavoring, multivitamins, citric acid, gillen gum, stevia extract.
I tasted it. The taste's fine, but I just didn't like the bits, so I would have to like strain all those bits out of it. Because they tasted, or they sort of like, they felt a little bit like gelatine. Yeah? Nice though?
Ren bathrooms and kitchens.
Well, we're coming up towards a pub that we've been to many times before, the Old Pack Horse. And it's also got a Thai restaurant attached to it. And the good news is that the restaurant is still there, Paul. So we're just outside the Old Pack Horse. Now, if you were to walk up to your right, you would get to Chiswick Park Station. So I think it's worth saying at this point that Chiswick is well served for underground stations on the District Line. You've got Turnham Green, Chiswick Park and Gunnersbury. You have just reminded me of something. That there's an Irish pub along here. I've just seen it, Connolly's Bar. I think we ought to go in.
All right.
For a Guinness and a packet of potato crisps if they have them, perhaps?
You think so?
Well, I don't know. Only one way to find out. Well, we're sitting outside because there's a match on. Unfortunately, I didn't see any crisps in there at all.
There wasn't.
So we got 2 half pints of Guinness and they only had 1 Guinness branded glass left, so Paul's got the generic one. Anyway, cheers! Well, we've had Irish, and here is the Italians, Paul. Ooh. Wine and food, and on a Sunday when we're here, it's actually open till 7 o'clock, which is quite good, because it's a small size store, so they're allowed to stay open late. So they sell pasta, biscuits, crackers, bread, wine, of course.
Coffee, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure there's coffee there as well. So as we walk further along Chiswick High Road, we're going in the direction of Gunnersbury. And next up is Capital Properties. Now this is an estate agent that I used to find one of the 3 places where I lived in Chiswick. So we are looking at properties for... Yes, thank you. We are looking at properties to let. So we just want to have like an idea of the cost. I thought this was Chiswick, not New York, Paul.
No.
Anyway, some of them are let, but it doesn't matter. It still gives us an idea, and they are giving the rents per week, so we have to multiply that by 4 to get it for the monthly amount. So we'll be looking at not any more than, I would say, £450 a week. So this one's 312 a week, and it's on Ealing Road in Brentford. Now that's further beyond Chiswick, but Brentford is one of these like places. I wouldn't want to say it's up and coming because it was up and coming a few years ago. It's up and came now, if you like.
What was that one?
323 a week on Chiswick High Road. Well, you've got to sort of look to see what it is. It's a studio flat for 1 person, so that's no good. The one in Brentford was a furnished one-bedroom flat. It says with an unusual gallery bedroom. I don't like the word unusual in property descriptions.
No.
Yeah.
What about that one?
$369 a week, one-bedroom flat and a prime location with great access to the many amenities and Chiswick Business Park. But it's in a really old-looking house, so I don't think there would be very good soundproofing in there. $507 a week, a spacious two-bed maisonette, offering living space on 2 levels. Now that might not be too bad actually. At $507 a week, that's a little bit beyond our budget though. That's pushing it to over $2,000 a month. That one's too much at $900 a week. Let's see what else there might be. Expensive, expensive. And then we're getting into those for sale, yeah. So there's a few sort of ideas there. But the thing is, I am sort of veering more towards a more modern building with better soundproofing. What do you think? They've got a richer sounds here in Chiswick. I like the store a lot. The customer service is always excellent. And we bought our most recent TV from here. Not the one in Chiswick, but from Richer Sounds. That's good advice to have on a pedestrian crossing. Look out before you step out, Paul. Well, I did say that Chiswick was leafy. It certainly is around here. We're heading towards Chiswick Park and Gunnersbury Station. Now, Chiswick Park is a big business unit, and I used to work there at Teletext several years ago. And there are many big national and international companies based there, including a lot of media firms are still there as well. Oh, that's good to see one of these, a defibrillator. Difficult to say, but maybe not that difficult to use if needed.
I don't think I've ever seen it out and about before.
No, and this one, there's a phone there so that you can actually contact for someone for help, yeah.
And then there's stuff like telephone BBC News.
Oh, I don't know why they've got the news there, very strange. But there's the actual unit itself. It says to gain access code, call 999 and ask for an ambulance. Clean up on content. There's no litter on our show. Subscribe to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube. Well, here we are coming into Chiswick Park. So these are all glass buildings. They're fabulous. As I say, I worked in one of them. It was Building 10. Now, that was many years ago. We're talking about, when was the last time I actually worked there? 2025 now. I think it was
2006.
Oh my goodness, really? It was. You're right, it was. It was, no, 2008, I think it was, 2008. So anyway, a long time ago. And at that stage, they hadn't completed it. Yeah. So Building 10 was the last building at that stage. But now I think it goes back as far as Building 8. Oh, well done, Paul. You found this map here. Welcome to Chiswick Park. You're here. Gunnersbury Station is just opposite. So we're coming up here. Building 10 was where Teletext was. And actually it goes as far as 7 up the back now. So that's where there's an events plaza. There's a Starbucks up there. I think there's a couple of restaurants. Retail parade. They've actually got a bus station at the back. That wasn't there. I know it says Chiswick Park Station, whatever. That's further out here. But there is a bus station as well. But if you can imagine it stopped sort of at this point. The land was still there, but it wasn't all developed. That was 17 years ago. I can't believe it was that long ago. But yeah, Building 10, many good memories in there. So lots of the area is being upgraded. It says we're jazzing things up.
So I remember it being out in the open and not covered the last time that we came here.
Yeah, well, there is an area up here with a waterfall that we can see. But Building 10 is just ahead of us. And here it is, Building 10. And I'm pleased to say that there are still media companies based in this building. There's TBS News, CBS News, and the Pokemon Company International.
They have these pods.
Time to make a podcast then, Paul.
Way too hot to be sitting in there. Lord. I think that they're locked.
Oh, just as well. Enjoy work meeting pods. Well, we did come here before, and at the time I said it was probably, these were probably installed at the time of COVID. It's great to see that they're still here. It's a lovely idea, because over here you do have the water, and there are fish. Don't know if we'll see it. Oh, I see them. There's the fishies over there. Lovely little bridge, the waterfall. The Starbucks is away over there. There's a restaurant over here.
Shall we go across the bridge?
Yeah, it's just a generally nice place to be. And you can imagine that during the week, it's a Sunday when we're here, but you can imagine that during the week at lunchtime, it's absolutely heaving. And in the evenings as well, in the summertime, people will come out and they'll either bring a picnic or they'll get some food at the restaurant and just eat it outside, or they'll just have a drink or something. So it's absolutely spectacular. Well, we've got a guide to the fish and amphibians in the lake. It says, welcome to Chiswick Park. The lake was constructed in 2001 and today supports a thriving ecosystem. The only species to be introduced are the fish. Everything else has chosen to make Chiswick Park its home. Right, well, we've just stepped out of Chiswick Park and across the road you have Gunnersbury Station. The area is also very well served for buses, isn't it, Paul? Yeah. There's the H91 to Hounslow West, and from there you could get the tube to take you to Heathrow Airport. Now there's a supermarket here as well. We've got a co-op, and on a Sunday while we're here it's good because it's actually open late. It's open until from 7 until 11, in fact 7 till 11 daily, and we've got a couple of things to get. So we're going to go in there. This is the Gunnersbury pub. Used to be known as the John Bull and then the JB. And when I worked at Teletext, we used to come here quite regularly. It was just round the corner after all, but unfortunately it's not open today. When we lived around here, there wasn't that much around Gunnersbury Station, but it's different now. There are little cafes, and unfortunately we're here on a Sunday and they're not open.
They're closed.
Yeah, closed on a Sunday. Oh well. Well, actually it's not strictly true. The subway is open. Remember this, Paul? It says the Clayton Hotel, but back in the day it was known as the Moran Hotel, and that is where we had the reception for our civil partnership in 2006. Well, Paul, you've just spotted something new.
There was no travel lodge before. It wasn't here. Definitely was not.
No, you're right.
And there wasn't a Peugeot either.
Well, if there was, it wasn't as big as that, but certainly that travel lodge wasn't there. Well, we walked the entire length of Chiswick High Road.
It was so far.
Yes, it was quite far. It's taken us about 3 hours. But we did stop off along the way. But we're now down at Kew Bridge. Kew Bridge Station is just behind us. And you have SWR, South Western Railway trains, which run into Waterloo from there. So it's not the tube. But we're coming down to the river, and there are lots of little bars and pubs down here, so we're going to have a look and see what there is to get down here. Well, we could get a pizza, but I actually have an offer at Pizza Express on Chiswick High Road for later on, but it's good to know that they have it. And there seems to be some sort of activity going on underneath the arches of the bridge. I think people have been out canoeing, because it is a very popular activity on the Thames. Well, we've got a Thames Path National Trail map here.
I don't know where we are.
Well, it says we're here. So there's Kew Bridge Station, and I think, well, you've got Kew Bridge there, but I think we're going to walk along Strand on the Green this direction.
Yeah.
And look, there's it says Bell and Crown pub. Shouldn't it be? Oh, sorry. The Bell and Crown, yes. The City Barge pub and the Bull's Head.
Do you think that we're going to get to all of them?
Well, we'll get to one of them anyway. So that is Kew Bridge there. Quite a lot of wildlife down by the Thames, or the Dirty Thames as Paul's just called it.
It's very dirty.
Is that a goose down there? What is that bird?
Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
meaty.
Meaty?
Look, it looks really big.
You want to eat it?
No.
Oh, it's flying off. I must have heard you, look. That's what you get for calling one of those geese meaty.
Oh, it is. It's beefy.
What's that, Paul?
They were like those seating places over there. Should we come through?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is nice, isn't it, Paul? Chance to sit down.
Nice and sunny.
Take the weight off our feet. Looking out over Kew Bridge and the River Thames.
So now let's have a picture.
There's quite a nice breeze. Well, we've got a Fuller, Smith and Turner building here. This isn't the brewery itself.
No.
It's not that far away, but it's next to the Steam Packet pub. Oh, it's a lovely evening. Everyone is out enjoying the sunshine down by the Thames.
It has been a while since we've been down here to these pubs, haven't it?
Yes.
Wow, look at that. Look how full it is. And look at this view and the light. Your lantern, Marcus.
Mm-hmm.
You do like a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
This leads down to the sand, doesn't it? I don't think this is that secure though, to be fair.
We have a barge on dry dock.
Oh wow, look at this.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, and look, I mentioned the district line. There it is. So that train is heading to Kew Gardens next, and then Richmond, the final stop. And there's one heading the other direction. Gunnersbury is the next stop.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
Someone has lost their slipper, Paul.
Not me.
That's a bit of a slip up, isn't it, from someone? Well, it's always good to finish a fact-finding mission with a pub crawl, don't you think?
Who doesn't love a pub crawl?
Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode from Chiswick. Well, if you would like to get all our episodes a week in advance and a big drop on the Monday, 1 week before they all go out, you could become a channel member. It only costs £1.99 a month.
And if you are really charitable, please consider a super thanks.
Yes, that is an extra contribution that will really help us along the way. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye. Wait, isn't that the barge that was on the dry dock earlier?
Yeah, I think the water just came up. Are you serious?
Wow. How did that happen?
Marriage or
High tide?
guess?